When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in week 3. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Maryland Terrapins. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. And the Terrapins headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Notre Dame's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. There you see the explosive Aeneas Williams. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Running inside, it's Williams. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Play fake. Carr unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So it's
makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
On the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Working that left side now. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it. Inches away from the touchdown. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll try to pass their way in. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. This is the 8th play of this long drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Carr makes the catch.
Hey, man, that That's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Maryland Terrapins offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him, and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create plays and takeaways.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Running to Green. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you want to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. Goes to the option. Pulls it on the option. Maybe some room here. Big pick up that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The option look. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll send him back in motion. Now on the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover. Carr on play action. At the 40, there he goes. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down the 16-yard line.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points, to capitalize on their great position.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down. The red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give is to Williams. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Irish!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. He loves his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field to go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already is his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Maryland has the ball back in the terrapin offense ready to go. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Motion from the wideout. They go to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. There'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle on the hole?
Keeps it on the option. Running back searching for a hole.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yards like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as his defense makes a play. They'll run the option. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their home territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on second and inches. He's got to get it. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at 19. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And the last possession they went for, the rope.
It's a fumble! Defense falls
conditions start to come down, and it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, and really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turn.
Grab in the backfield. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Roars that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you get hit in the mouth early in this football game? You got to find something positive quick.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going. They better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing the field. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looks like they're sleepwalking in this first half. And it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. If I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Offense gets set for second down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Here comes the heat. He's got it. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Here comes the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the option. And then the ball is free on the pitch. Here comes the fumble. They'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Motion from the back. Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. Remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Gets the back moving. Play action, hard. It's complete to the right. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. Misses receive there, it's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week even better. absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into the half and find some answers.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Looking for blockers. And the return is stopped. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before they need to decide really just how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick through the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
One step coming before they head to the locker room. On the option, they're waiting for him behind the line of scrimmage as the final seconds tick away here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 9 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Seminoles, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in College Park. And a lot of coaches will say limiting big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. He'll take return, trying to get better field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense, ready to go. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Sends it back in motion. He's out past the 35. There's a little room there. Hey, big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. That play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it first and 10 outside the 40. Nowhere to go on that one. They'll bring up second and 10.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
stop for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Go. Dropping back, it's Hamilton. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at 34.
And how about the awareness by this guy? Third down, scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics. And also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll send him back in motion. Got a little grass. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops? And the offense keep this up?
So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. Coming out with it, it's Young. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. It did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out their own 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Run inside. It's Young. They'll get the first down, and it's spotted on the 49. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Play action, C.J. Carr. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Makes a grab and run. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Notre Dame comes to the line in that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's moving. Brought down, but not before he bolted his way inside the 10 of the 8. 2nd down, coming up with this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
Well, they've been calling his number running the ball a lot on this drive. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's design or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. If I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him, he can throw it, he can scramble, he can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that move. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the option. The keeper on the option. Can't get him to the ground. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's right out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Dropping back, it's Hamilton. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, looking for room. They stopped him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses as fourth down coming.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, trying to find his man. How about knocking him down, stopping short, picking up that first down? Official stopping play is one of the terrapins down the field. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect them.
You can tell they're paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have got now everybody right now on the same page.
So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Washington. Powers through. Runs it all the way down. Almost to the 10. They'll mark him out at the 12.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends just possession receivers. You throw it to him and they'll go down right. Not this guy. That was just a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
It'll be second down. And remember, they can pick up first without scoring. The handoff as they run the countaway here. They get it down, and he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up first without scoring. They'll keep it around. They stopped him right there. They tried to convert the run, and the defense was under the challenge. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out the third time tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not penalty time. Just the knee time.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we look pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Give to the single back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The give is to Williams. Finds enough room to get 3 out of the 34.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Using his feet. And just wedges ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. He's really got to do a good job trying to scheme ways to get him out more space.
The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're now across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 32.
Harder yards, man. You got to get first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally and hand it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inventions. You just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play right there really helped.
And a good solid pick up there before the defense knocks him down. Clock stops, and we reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. Listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is moving like it has.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're playing the football, leaving your defense, analytics.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep drive alive. And the Terrapins have it with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wide out. Running inside. It's Williams. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the 1st down. The Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Back to pass, it's Hamilton. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game.
On the option. He'll keep it on second down. Quick step and go. And bring it down. The option 1 to perfection, and it will move the chains.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys. They would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Offense changing the play. And now this team is flowing into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise is now on promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted it to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Maryland Terrapins. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, caught up with Coach Bob Chesney before the game. He knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And he'll just take it in this drive. We'll start at the 25. So the UCLA Bruins offense will come out first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, Dave, with the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks, sometimes he...
Oh, it's a fumble! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense at the back end that time. He made the catch and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going to the ground. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
It's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
And you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting college play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Got it looking for the first down. That was an important stop here as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Motion from the back. He wants to change this route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. The official says no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down, and he just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking for room. It's Knight. Finding some room. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
That's a nice looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's...
Snags it and he's open. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just feeds the running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This guy's been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the second level, he put the Jets on. There were people in the stadium holding their breath thinking he might break it, but this defense up front, they've got to be able to slow him down a little bit.
The run inside. It's Knight. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody's staying in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. The option look. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He might want another play. To throw, it's Hamilton. And that is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the Terrapins will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Rushes on him. Breaks loose. He's not going to get there. Stops short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the middle.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd and California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter. They can't even get that executed.
The Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This should be the last play of the quarter. Now on the option. The option, the keeper. Now the toss. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Terrapins! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats. but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Bringing it back. Tackle brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Official stopping play as one of the Terrapins is down on the field. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Right? The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted in house, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense. But the offense, glad to punt. Situation if they want to punt.
And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Find some fresh air. Inside the 35. Oh, we got loose. Touchdown, Maryland! This crowd absolutely lying as he rolled into the end zone. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. It's more, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to bounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Give to the back. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Wants to bring it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Let's see what Hollywood has for us on the sideline.
On the Maryland sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered. He's going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Ollie.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option They were prepared to see it in this game. You're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. Oh, there's a football on the bad pitch. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. It's great to have a running threat at quarterback, but he's got to take care of the ball once he gets into traffic, and he didn't there.
He does, Reese, and he's a guy that is going to get a lot of opportunities to carry the football in this game because of his speed, because of his open field running ability, but you're right.
Deep shot to the end zone. And that ball is in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And not surprised at all, man. You forced the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. Get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing.
Snagged it, there's running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bruins!
It was a really nice job of the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Winding up to add another. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return stopped short of the 25. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
The Terrapins want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. Look at this.
Oh, he can't. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, UCLA. The defense putting points on the board.
Number one job of defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his second fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, you know as a former DN, the coaches will tell their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on the ball, it's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Gotta take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground and you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind the scoreboard.
They stop right there. They pick up 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it into 2-minute timeout. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback may change this route. They'll send him back in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Dumps it on the flat. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. What's coverage going to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance offense, the defense can't be right.
We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum and get the right play called after picking up the first down. And the Terrapins with the first and 10. Here comes the option. The pitch. There's some room. They get him corralled, and not before they had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like you just gotta understand, I can't all go for the quarterback and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The option, he'll keep it. And now the pitch, the ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. Remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Good awareness by the offense. Everyone wants to see the ball on the ground. But a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
They'll run the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. Remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Working the signs. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the UCLA sideline, the offense is getting ready to take field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Looking downfield very late in the half. Lofts one high indeed. Leaping grab for a big game. He is in! Touchdown, Ruiz!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. They've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. They get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the back. He'll get up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and then it'll be first down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here, and we recap time, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Purdue Boilermakers. And it's the Fighting Irish looking to make it 5 straight wins. And they do that, they essentially lock down a postseason spot. Although, I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in College Park. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
The Bruins will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. That gamble did not pay off as they bring it down. Yard line. Before we kick off the second half, what do you have?
I caught up with the Maryland head coach coming out of the locker room. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what others are able to do. Points are out of premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. On the move, it's Howard. Just enough there to get it to the 25. They pick up a 2.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Hamilton. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they put it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the ball. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He was hoping for a little more running room. They're able to get him down to 45. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Matthews. Could not make his way to the corner. That last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's a hit. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there. Timing the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up first.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity. Oh, there's always football on that pitch. And they grab it in the end zone.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field. Put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Here's the return. He smashes his way through again. Turns it on down the left side. The 10. Touchdown UCLA. And the pummeling has started. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And they pick up the extra point, kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This offense starts deep in a hole. On the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
On the option. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Motion from the back. On the option. Keeps it himself. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Goes to the option. Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback keeps it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He wants to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Number 15, set to advance on the football.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Manning. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Holly, what update do you have for us?
On the Maryland sideline, one storyline I've got my eyes on to start this ball game. How is the quarterback moving and throwing? As you remember, really banged up in that game that they lost last week. This is something we got to keep our eyes on. He said he was sore. He didn't miss any practice this week, but he is fighting through some things. I'll let you know what I see from down here on the field. Reese?
Howie, we'll see how they adjust. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Hamilton. Pulls it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to... Hold on a minute, the offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The option look. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And down he goes.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the 2nd half. We're behind. We've got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step 1.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Number 15, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving, using his legs. It's Howard. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll leave it with the lone back. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and then limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today.
There's a crease. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.